Am I the jerk for rejecting my dad's efforts to stay in my life after he cheated on my mom? My parents separated last year after my mom found out my dad had been cheating on her with a woman he worked with. He got her pregnant, and he found that out when mom learned he was cheating. She broke up with dad and filed for divorce. Dad moved into an apartment with the other woman. He tried to set up chances for me to meet her and spend weeks or weekends with them, but I wanted to stay where I was, and I didn't want to see him with her. Dad told me he hadn't wanted any of this to hurt me, but he fell out of love with mom and always intended to leave when I turned 18 and moved out. He said that the affair was to help him survive the last few years of being with mom. I told him they were weak-ass reasons, and he told me I was too young to understand, but he only married mom because she got pregnant with me, and then she never gave him other kids, and their intimate life was awful. I asked him what the heck was wrong with him telling me something like that. At the time, he was like, "Oh, you're 17 now, so you're old enough to know this kind of thing." I told him it was way too much information to say to his son. He told me he'd be brutally honest with me, even if it was too much information to save our relationship. I told him to save our relationship, he'd have to undo the affair and making another baby. Dad showed up outside my school every Friday, trying to take me out to lunch or trying to take me to meet his other woman. After the other woman gave birth, he showed up with the baby and tried to introduce me to her, but I ignored him and texted him that I would not be the involved big brother to his affair kid, and he couldn't make me meet her for real. The divorce was finalized 3 months ago, and my dad immediately married the other woman. I was invited and didn't go. Then he announced that she was pregnant again, and he told me we're officially family now, and I should meet her and their daughter and actually join the family. He said he loved and missed me and didn't want to lose me, and he could show me that none of this had to end our relationship, and we could all be happy. I told him that his actions made me see him differently, that he lost my respect when he cheated and knocked someone else up. I pointed out how I'm 18 now, and just like he was ready to leave mom when I turned 18, I was ready to leave him and legally could. Then I asked him to leave me alone, and I told him I wasn't going to give in because I don't want to be a part of his affair family. He gave me a couple of weeks to come crawling back before he was like, "Please don't give up on us," and stuff like that. When I didn't reply, I got a call from my grandma, and she was asking me why I was giving up on my dad and why I'd pass up the chance for siblings. She said even imperfect parents can be important for us, and to imagine how I'll feel in 30 years when I miss the chance to say goodbye to dad and don't know my only siblings. I told her I really don't care because his affair kids will never be real siblings in my eyes, and I feel like I already said my goodbyes to dad. I had nothing else left to say. She said that was disappointing, but also a very 18-year-old way to look at things.